Hey everyone, welcome back to Discovering an L with Kevin. I'm Kevin. Well, hey folks, welcome back. So in the last video I uploaded, I did a 360-degree VR tour of the Gold Coast, and it was a lot of fun. What an absolutely beautiful place that is. If you haven't yet seen that video, go ahead and click on the link that pops up right up there somewhere and check that out. If you get a chance, it's a great video. I had a lot of fun. Maybe you might as well. I know a few times I did call it the Golden Coast. Thankfully, I did get it right a couple times in the video, and many of you in the comment section reminded me of that. It is the Gold Coast, not the Golden Coast. I'll get it right. But I thank you all for that very much, and it was a lot of fun. So I do have a fun thing we're going to do today. So I received a package today from a guy named Eric Squires. Sent me this box today. I'm looking forward to seeing what is in that box, what that's all about. But before I do, I just want to have a moment to make a big announcement. Actually, I'm going to be live hosting a live streaming Q&A on Saturday, April the 19th. It's going to be at 9 a.m. Western Australia time, 11 a.m. on the east coast of Australia. That's going to be right here on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't already, make sure to not only like this video, but subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And make sure to turn on all notifications so that you are going to be notified when I go live next, especially for the live Q&A. I want to learn a bit more about Australia through all of you. And if you have any questions that you want to ask me about my life and where I live, and hey, why am I here on YouTube? I want you there for that as well, and ask as many questions as you'd like. I'd love to be able to have a great conversation with you guys. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be at 9 a.m. Western Australia time, 11 a.m. Western Australia or Eastern Australian time on Saturday, April the 19th. That's right in between Good Friday and Easter Sunday. So yeah, it's going to be fun. In the meantime, let's get into this box. I'm going to my trusty knife here, box cutter knife, and we'll get into this box here. That's that side. And very good knife, actually. Like this knife a lot. I'm kind of curious now what we got here from Eric Squires from Tasmania. So let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. So the first thing we have is a letter, a handwritten letter. Awesome. Okay. Let's see what Mr. Squires has to say. Kevin, I really enjoy watching your reactions to Australian videos and music, especially the one where you listened to I Was Only 19 and when the band played Waltzing Matilda. Folks, that still tugs at my heartstring, those two songs, man. I've not gone back and rewatched my reaction video to it. I have, however, watched other videos on both of them and learned a lot more about the two of those songs. And boy, I tell you. Okay. When you commented that Canadians were also at Tobruk, it caught my attention because my father was one of those, and he says, quote unquote, rats. Yeah, Australia and Canada fought together quite a bit. So it's really cool. Apparently. And what was that? In World War II. So yeah. Every year, Australia produces collector tins with Anzac biscuits. The enclosed tin is the 2025 edition. I've also enclosed a couple of remembrance lapel pins. We live in Tasmania, the little island state that is down under. I like that. It is an island that often will see 4 seasons in one day. The island of zones. The east coast, mainly camping and fishing. The central plateau, mainly grazing for livestock. The northwest, mainly veggie growing. The west, mainly mining and mountains. And then the Highland Lakes, also known as the Land of 1,000 Lakes, mainly known for fishing and hydro. It's the largest generator of renewable energy in Australia. So we actually have quite the connection there as well, Tasmania, because where I live in Newfoundland and Labrador, we are very big on hydro. If not all, I'd say maybe it is all of our electricity is produced by way of hydro. And of course, a lot of fishing here as well. So maybe Tasmania and Newfoundland are very, very much alike. Temperatures in Tassie range from around minus 14 degrees Celsius at the coldest in winter to 40 plus degrees Celsius in summer. Again, not unlike us here in Newfoundland, actually. Minus 14, well, we'll probably go even lower, minus 20. And then, of course, you got the wind chill, which makes it feel colder. But I don't think we go as high as plus 40 in the summer. We'll go to the 30s. I mean, I've seen it in the mid to high 30s. I don't know that I've seen it 40 here. Um, but I wouldn't say that we haven't. I just don't recall it. He said, okay, if you want to see some extreme scenery, I highly recommend you check out In the Footsteps of the Franklins, a film made by Tasmanian YouTuber Rob Parsons. In the Footsteps of the Franklins. Okay, I'm going to have to look for that. And he signed it, Eric Squires. Well, Eric, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that, first and foremost. Now, let's take a look and see what we have in here. Here's the tin. Let's move this over here. Anzac biscuits from Baker's Finest. Here it is. Oh. Stop messing it up. There we go. There we go. And it's got a picture on the back. Soldiers marching. And it says here, Anzac Commemorative Series, Victory in the Pacific, 1945. On the 7th of May, 1945, Germany surrendered and the war in Europe was over. 8th of May was declared VE Day, which is Victory in Europe Day. But in Australia, the celebration was tampered as the war in the Pacific was still to be won. Australia still had troops fighting the Japanese in Southeast Asia and the Pacific, and anxious families at home worried for their loved ones. Finally, Japan surrendered on the 15th of August, 1945, and the Second World War was over. After nearly 6 years of conflict, loss, and privations, the pent-up emotions poured out as a flood as Australia celebrated freedom on VP Day. I'm guessing that's Victory in the Pacific. The cost of the war had been great. 39,657 Australians died, and around 30,000 were taken prisoner, over 8,000 of whom died. Wow. Yeah. Very sad indeed. Okay. Let's take a look and see what we got in here. Oh. Okay. So on the top, that's the pins. All right, let's take a look. Yeah, let's take a look here. Lest we forget. That's the first pin. It's a bit bright there with the light, but yeah. On the back, thank you for supporting those who have courageously fought for our freedom. Wow. That is a gorgeous pin. I love that pin. Okay. And the other one, Poppy and Waddle lapel pin. Poppy Recollections. It's this one here. Really nice pin as well. On the back, in Flanders Fields, the poppies blow between. This is the Flanders Fields poem that was written by a Canadian, actually. And every Canadian grows up learning this poem. In fact, we memorize this poem. So watch this. In Flanders Fields, the poppies blow between the crosses, row on row that mark our death, and in the sky, the larks bravely singing fly. Scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago, we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. Pick up a quarrel with the foe. To you, from filling hands we throw. The torch be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith in us who die, we shall not rest. The poppies grow in Flanders Fields. Yeah. It's an amazingly powerful poem, and one that every Canadian learns. And you almost never forget it. That is awesome, Eric. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Wonderful, beautiful gift. Does have some biscuits inside. I'll certainly be trying those a little later as well. In the meantime, let's get on to the reaction we're here to see. Let's watch this video I have queued up. It is Australia 2 in the 1983 America's Cup victory. Now, I'm not entirely sure what this is. What I do know is it has something to do with boats, I believe sailboats, maybe, and something to do with Australia beating the U.S. And anytime I see a country beat the U.S. in something, I kind of get a little bit happy and excited to watch it. So I don't mind saying that because Americans don't watch my YouTube channel. So yeah, uh, let's let's watch this together. All right, go.
I tell you what, any boss who sacks anyone for not turning up today is a bum. It's a day for all Australians, isn't it? It's a day that brings us all together. Marvellous. Absolutely marvellous.
America's Cup, September.
Australians in 1983 needed a win. 4 years of drought, tough economic times, and a disappointing performance at the most recent Olympics had the country searching for a hero. And while the sporting arena was usually an obvious pick for Aussies, not many for.
So just want to say right quick, if you haven't joined the Discord, do that. I have a channel over there that is specifically designed to talk about cricket, and you guys have been amazing at teaching me about cricket, and I am loving the sport. It's awesome.
Saw that sailing would step in as saviour, especially at the America's Cup, which had been held since 1851. The USA had gone undefeated in 132 years of match racing, the longest winning streak in sports history.
What makes your boat so fast downwind? God.
Led by businessman Alan Bond, Australia had developed a secret weapon for the 1983 race, a new winged keel that reduced drag and increased manoeuvrability.
The keel of Australia 2 certainly is revolutionary, there's no doubt about that.
To avoid any chance of replication, the design was kept hidden. The prolonged secrecy sparked immediate...
See, that's geniusness right there. You don't want the Americans to catch on what you're doing, so hide it, because they're going to try. I mean, sorry, Americans that don't watch my channel. I think you guys have a history of that, so yeah, there's that.
Storm and prompted plenty of speculation.
And what else could it possibly be but the familiar all-Australian outline of a stubby, our unique gift to the world of bottled beer.
Stubby? Is that what you called your bottle? Oh no, hold on. Let me look at this again.
All-Australian out.
Was that what your beer bottles look like? Because I'm more used to the longer necks on a beer bottle. Interesting. A stubby.
Outline of a stubby, our unique gift to the world of bottled beer.
The United States is the greatest nation on earth, and to think that a little pipsqueak country like Australia is hiding something from them.
That's the Australia 1.
They really can't seem to handle that too well at all.
The Americans mounted multiple attempts to have the Australian boat disqualified.
As we have said for the last 4 weeks, any protest whatsoever we'll be delighted to receive.
Any protest whatsoever, we will be delighted to receive. Yes. Trying to get them canceled? The Americans? Come on.
All were unsuccessful.
That's
How good do you think the boat
good.
is?
It's good.
Good enough to beat you?
No one knows. Well, that's why it's going to be very exciting on September 13th.
With the world watching Newport, Rhode Island, the 7-race series began, but it was a disastrous start for the Aussies, quickly falling behind 3-1.
The only record that I know myself and the crew and Alan's interested in is to win this darn event.
And behind the winged keel, they found their stride.
All the fears of the New York Yacht Club and the American syndicates this summer are coming to bear fruit.
That sounds like David
Three
Letterman.
straight wins and cementing their place in history.
Was that David Letterman's voice?
Across the line, they make a final move.
The climax to the day that David beat Goliath on the waters of Newport.
Today people must be questioning whether the term down under applies to Australia anymore.
But despite the landmark victory, sailing in Australia never returned to the dizzying heights of that 1983 America's Cup.
Wow. See, that's something to be proud of. Not just winning, but beating the U.S. at their sport. 132 years, he said. 132 years. Wow. Congratulations, Australia. That's pretty awesome. That was a great video. Here in Canada, we actually have a pretty similar triumphant story. Back in the 1920s, I can't remember what year exactly, there were these boat races, and I don't know how long they kept going on for, but they were going on for some time. It was the International Fisherman's Trophy races. And somewhere in the 1920s, Canada had a boat called the Bluenose. It was from Atlantic Canada, right where I live. And it faced off against the American schooner known as the Columbia and beat them in all the races, which is astounding because, like this one here, I mean, the Americans kind of ruled the seas for that. So that's kind of cool. And of course, with that being said, as a moment of tribute, the Bluenose itself is now on our Canadian dime, the coin that represents our 10 cents. That's right. The Bluenose is on that, and that's pretty cool. Something to be proud of, because we too, like you Aussies, stuck it to the Americans on the water. So look at that. More I'm finding we have in common each and every time I dive deep into Australia. Folks, thank you so much. Don't forget to be here for live Q&A on April 19th, 9 a.m. Western Australian time. It's 11 a.m. on the east coast of Australia for a live Q&A right here on my channel with me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. And hey, check out the Discord too. We have a lot of fun over there. Well, folks, until next time, thanks for watching. And Eric, thanks again so much for that wonderful gift. Bye for now. Hey, you enjoyed that video? Well, if you did, check out this one down below. It was a lot of fun to make. I think you'll enjoy that one as well. And if you really enjoy the videos on my channel, be sure to hit that little icon over there. That allows you to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. And hey, join us over on the Discord. It's a lot of fun over there as well.